Hey, my friends, thanks for tuning in. Today, I am excited to share what I believe are the two biggest drivers of our life, which are the consistency of our choices. Consistency is what turns maybe I'll exercise today into, of course, I'm exercising today. Consistency is what transforms occasional actions into habits, and consistency is what turns habits into lifestyle. Consistency matters, and life is a choice. No one's doing it to us. We're doing it to ourselves. And life isn't about a single choice, but it's about a series of choices made consistently over time. And it's the consistency of our ongoing choices that create our quality of life. And from my perspective, the four most important choices that we make are our thoughts, feelings, actions, words. And the more consistently we choose the right thoughts, the more clarity we have. The more consistently we choose the right feelings, the more harmony we have. The more consistently we choose the right actions, the better our results. And the more consistently we choose the right words, the more influence we have. Influence first and foremost with ourselves. And when we have influence with ourselves, then we can have influence with others. And when we have clarity, harmony, results, and influence, then we get to enjoy the success, the happiness, the fulfillment, the fun that we want in life. And if you adopt a process and rituals that help you consistently choose better thoughts, feelings, actions, words, then things that were once difficult become more simple, more fun, and more rewarding. And the most effective process that I've experienced to consistently choose the best thoughts, feelings, actions, words is to have an epic vision aligned with what you want from life and to connect to that vision daily by seeing and feeling the vision as if it were real, which is really the process known as self-directed neuroplasticity that I shared in the last video. And if you missed that video, there's a link in the description below. So let's dive into our choices a little bit deeper, and let's start with thoughts. You know, the power of our thoughts have been written about for centuries. There's a 2,000-year-old scripture that says, as a man thinks, so is he. In fact, every major religion has their own version of this. The Bible, the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the Sutras all have similar scriptures. Books like Think and Grow Rich, As a Man Thinks, The Law of Attraction, The Secret. Teachers like Lao Tzu, Buddha, Emerson, Neville, Napoleon Hill, Joseph Murphy, Alan Watts, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins have all said the same thing. We become what we think about. And today, we become what we think about is no longer just religious mysticism or motivational. Neuroscience, psychoneuroimmunology, psychoendocrinology, epigenetics all show that our thoughts are the blueprint of our life, which means we're the architect of our life. But here's the challenge. The average person has more than 50,000 thoughts per day. And over 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts as yesterday, last week, last month, last year, which means we're on autopilot. So we're architects on autopilot, building our life not by design, but by default. And look, this isn't really something that you have to convince yourself of. We all know that different thoughts create different chemical reactions in our brain. Thoughts of abundance, gratitude, and happiness release dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. Thoughts of stress, worry, guilt release norepinephrine, cortisol, and adrenaline. One set of chemicals activates our creative brain. The other set of chemicals activates our primitive brain. One set of chemicals cause our body to be at ease. The other set of chemicals cause our body to be in unease. And for many people, this eventually leads to disease. And we don't have to look far to see that the majority of people today live a large part of their life with the disempowering thoughts of worry, fear, scarcity, anger, anxiousness, which means they're living with the hormones of stress. It's the fight or flight chemicals. And look, I mean, I'm sure that was okay when the saber-toothed tiger was after us and we had to get away, but it's not okay for every day. And you can think about it like this. If your dog were to chase after your neighbor's cat, then the fight or flight chemicals are released in the cat. The cat's brain and body redirect energy and blood flow away from the non-vital organs and away from the parts of the brain that are not needed to either run or fight. The cat runs across your yard, up a tree, onto a safe branch, away from your dog. And the dog realizes that he's not getting a cat snack today, and he heads back to your yard. Well, what's the cat doing? Cat's hanging out in the tree. He's relaxed. His body's gone back to homeostasis. He's starting to eye the bird a few branches over. In other words, the cat doesn't hang out the rest of the day upset at the dog, causing the same chemicals to continually release as if he was still being chased by the dog. But what do? Well, we get in an argument. Someone cuts us off in traffic. Our teenagers act like teenagers. Clients change their mind. Neighbor shoots your dog with his BB gun. And we get angry, upset, resentful, fearful. We worry. Our body releases the hormones of stress, but we don't let it go after a few minutes like the cat. We hold on to those thoughts all day. We take them to bed with us. We wake up with them, and they eat at us day after day after day. And our thoughts drive our feelings. So we hold on to those thoughts and feelings for days, and they become a mood. We hold on to that mood for a few weeks and it becomes a frame of mind. We hold on to that frame of mind for a couple of months, and then it becomes a part of our personality. And what does our personality do? Our personality drives our thoughts and feelings. So we get stuck in this cycle of stress. And we all know people who are being controlled by events and things that happened to them last month, last year, last decade. Because the problem for most people is instead of daily being driven by a vision, they're being controlled by past programming, present pain, or future fear. And so there's two things I'd love to inspire you to do so that you can more consistently choose the thoughts consistent with the life you want. First, write or update your vision for who you want to be, how you want to feel, and what you want to do and give in life. And second, adopt a daily practice of connecting to your vision by seeing and feeling your vision as being real. Having a vision is like setting a destination in a GPS, and connecting to your vision is like following the GPS directions. Many people will have a vision, but without connecting to it and letting it guide you, it's like having a sports car sitting in your garage without any gas. If you create an epic vision and connect to it daily, you're programming the thoughts you want, and you will reach new levels of happiness and success faster and easier than you ever dreamed. So thanks for being here. I hope you found value in these ideas. If so, give it a like and share it with someone who may also benefit from hearing this, because that causes all the algorithms to get this in front of more people that can benefit from hearing it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where I'm going to dive into the second choice we make, which is our feelings. And I'm going to share how we can more consistently create and enjoy the feelings we want and avoid the feelings we don't want. Until then, stay focused, stay present, stay impactful.